All right. I don't know if this is live or not. You tell me. Can you see me, chat? YouTube says that I have an excellent connection, but it's showing me a black screen. Oh, there we go. Now I see me. Cool. All right. Hello, everybody. Ah! All right. Just started Trails in the Sky FC, working on the first quest for the... Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. All right. So, it looks like you all can see me now. Cool, cool, cool. And I can see chat. Awesome. All right. You might have to refresh. Sweet. Groovy. All right. So, yeah, this is my first live PC stream. This is going to be a lot of fun. So this is my keyboard. I'm going to set this aside for a minute. This is the computer that I'm going to be, or rather the case, the chassis that I'm going to be building within today. And it is a heavy boy. It is a big old Roswell something 4000. Basically, it's a 4U. It takes up, a bunch of space on a server, in a server rack, and it can hold an ATX powered ATX case, ATX motherboard, which is super important to me. Oh, I need to start the music. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I was about to do this stream without my jams. That would have been an absolute travesty. There we go. All right. All right, I think that's a little bit quiet here. Let me turn that up a smidgen. Time to put my 1,000 hours of PC sim to the test. This is not the first PC that I've ever built. Well, in a roundabout way, maybe it is. I've been kind of ship of Theseusing my way through computers since college. So I've been building and rebuilding the same computer and switching out parts as I go. So I don't know, this technically could probably be considered one of the first PCs that I've ever built. I'm just continuing the work that I started a decade ago. Yo, Derek, what's going on, my boy? This reminds me of Henry Cavill building his PC. Oh, well, I'll take that as a huge compliment. I'm a little bit zoomed out. Here, let's zoom in just a smidge. There. Okay, so there. Now you can see me. I have this camera right here. Oh, and I'm also super excited about this little feature that I have right here. I think is come on, where is it? Oh, come on. Back. Oh man, am I gonna need to... Oh, no. Okay, I need to do something real quick. So, what are you, some kind of nerd? Yeah, that's me. Okay, well, I had something really cool set up in advance, but apparently if you don't use it for a while, it closes the app. Oh, maybe if I do this, will it do it? Okay, share my camera. Okay. Is it gonna go? No, it's not. Okay. Well, all right. I gotta... Sheesh. Man, I went through all the trouble of doing a whole bunch of really cool stuff in advance to like make this stream just go off without a hitch. But you know what? We're just doing a bunch of technical stuff. It puts the lotion in the basket. Hello, on my drive home. Nice. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so if I hit start, then I can copy that. And I can send this to myself. Okay. It's already in use. It will now be disconnected. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Is it gonna work yet? Well, dang it. My hope was that I could actually have a handheld camera for this whole thing, but it looks like maybe I'm gonna need to. Oh. Here, if I refresh, will it work? All right. Well, whatever. We'll keep going. You know, I'll just make a new yeah. All right. Add camera. No audio. Facing back. Start. Huh. Oh, I wonder, is it part of... Oh, I see it. Ugh. That's so stupid. Okay. Huzzah! Okay, I got it working. Check that out. We're living in the future, boys. Let's go. Okay, so if I need to show you like the back of my computer case, like you can see that. Wait a second, what's this? Why is there... Okay, so there is actually something already in this computer case. I previously used this for an Unraid server a while ago, and it was okay, but you just, yeah, get the Apple Vision Pro VR headset. Oh yeah, I think you're right. I should totally do that. Eventually, you know, if, by the way, Super Chat's super helpful for getting me that Apple Vision Pro VR headset. Let's go. Just kidding. Don't do that. But if you do want to support the stream, then check out, if you're thinking about building a computer yourself, check out the links in the description below, because they are affiliate links and I get a small kickback. Regardless of whatever you buy, if you follow one of those links, it super helps. So here's everything that's already in here. This is a legitimate, like, old server. Not a very good one, you know, runs, I think that's an Opteron, an old AMD server Opteron in there. Not a super awesome, not a super awesome one, but it was enough for Unraid. Unraid is super cheap, and I would highly recommend it for anybody who's just got like a bunch of hard drives sitting around and wants to make a more robust home backup solution, or RAID's not a backup, but you know, if you want to Cable Management Fund Initiative. Well, thank you so much, Fluffy Dogs. Got to get myself some of those LTT cable wraps. If I was smart, that's what I would do. But anyways, so anyway, I'm not using this anymore. I've got a different server that I've actually built up that has 6 1 terabyte drives in it, SSDs, in ZFS. It's part of a TrueNAS implementation. It's super nice. By the way, I should also mention that if you guys dig the tunes that are in the background, they are courtesy of Wizard of Loneliness. So I'm not sure if they're here right now, but if you like any of the music that we're listening to today as I work on this and get this going, yeah, check them out. Links are in the description for the Bandcamp. Got some hard drives sitting around since I was like in my early 20s. Oh, you haven't? Oh man. Yeah, it is, oh gosh. All right, so I gotta get some stuff out. Let's start disconnecting stuff. Because that's the first step here, is gonna be just making room for the new computer that is going into this old case. And if at any point the audio gets too loud, if the music gets too loud, just let me know and I'll reel it in. Yeah. Jeez. I thought that I debated about, like, should I go ahead and remove the old motherboard in advance, or should I just... Cool stream setup, gotta say. Well, thanks, Lou. I was like, should I do that in advance? I was like, nah, because if I'm just building a computer, I'm an old hand at this. This thing's gonna take 20 seconds, more like 20 minutes if I actually just didn't have any extra stuff. It's like, nah, let's just do it all live. All right. And did I... Here's the real question. Did I actually use screws to mount this server motherboard in place? Oh, there's one. And oh, there's two. Is there a release date for Eiyuden Chronicles yet? I don't know off the top of my head. I don't think that there is, though. I think that I'm hoping to hear more about it soon. Eiyuden Chronicle Rising, obviously that's out and has been out for a while, and I actually got the soundtrack for that the other day. Very excited about that. I actually got my physical copy of it the other day. All right. But 100 Heroes, yeah, nothing that stands out yet. No real indication. I'm really hoping, though, that, you know, sometime, gosh, I'm thinking either Tokyo Game Show this year, or, I mean, it's anybody's guess at this point. But anyways, motherboard has been removed, and yeah, let's get some of these. Ooh, let's get some of these screws out of here too. Oh, don't you love it when you remove a screw and the standoffs come with it? I need that. Because I don't think... Oh, I do not think... Shoot. I don't think that my motherboard came with standoffs. I think those usually arrive with the cases. Anyways, I'm going to set this aside for later. I don't know if this is actually going to be used for anything ever again. It might go up on eBay or something. There. I'll set that on my ESD mat. That's totally down on my floor over there. All right, we got some dustiness in there, though. Just gonna tidy that up real quick with a little Swiffer pad. All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's a little dusty in there, but now I do have a confession, and that's that the power supply that I'm using here, it's not going to be. This is not its final form. A lot in tradition, as is tradition, a lot of these components that are going to be in this final version of the computer are actually still in use on the computer that I'm using to stream right this very minute. So I actually have a more powerful and modular power supply in my computer that is in the basement that is actually running this stream right now. Hey Fabian, good to see you, man. It is down there doing all of the hard work, and so is the actual RTX 2070 that I'm going to be using in this build as well. So I've got some stand-ins that'll just, you know, take the place of those components. Power supply level over 9,000. It's actually not that strong of a power supply. I think it's like 800 watts, which is, it's respectable and it'll do the job, but it's better than this. This was a power supply I bought during a little bit of an emergency situation where I had a power supply failure, and I was like, I have less than $50. What can I get? Is Baku down in the basement? Baku's a little tied up right now. No. He's out in DC and I am in Kansas. So trust me, I couldn't bring him in here if I really tried. Oh, here we go. Forgot for a second that I had a drink. Okay. So, yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of a headache to cable manage. That's the thing about this server case in general, is that it is really just not, oh my. It is really just not made for cable management. And so, despite my best efforts today, and I will be giving it my best, I do not think this is going to be a very pretty build by the end of the day, but it should be functional. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, all right, just route these cords out of the way for now. That's a, yeah. So if you're curious about what I have here, I can actually show you. Yeah, so back here inside the case, this is a drive bay that holds 3 hard drives. So, no, 4 hard drives, that's right. It holds up to 4 hard drives, hot swappable, and it has this fan to keep them nice and cool. Plus, over here, I've got some more drive bays, currently holding a couple of small SSDs that were in a RAID 1 configuration. So, or no, RAID 1. So that was where my OS was kind of, in settings and stuff, were duplicated, just to help prevent any sort of like power loss stuff. Optical drive, I don't know if I'm probably not going to hook that up, but that's what is in the front of the case at the moment. All right. Oh, hey there, Mr. Baku. You are in fact tied up. Well, look who can type really well for being so tied up. I'm doing really well, dude. How are you? Good to see you. Glad you can make it. Doesn't mean to be pretty once you close the case. Wiser words have never been spoken. You know, never used to have to worry too much about cable management back before people started putting glass panels on the sides of their cases, huh? Well, all right. So, time to go ahead and actually start doing other stuff besides just gutting this case. I think it's about gutted enough now for government work. Because this is going to be just it's a really heavy case, so it's not going anywhere. So this is going to be my work surface as I build this computer on top of this cardboard box. So for this one, I have a MSI B550 Pro VC, which was really important to me because that means it's got multiple full-sized PCI Express slots. All right, and looks like this one's a little bit dusty or something because I am a cheap bastard, and I never buy anything brand new if I can help it, especially if it's like reasonably cheaper that way. So that is just how I get the best bang for my buck. So this is an eBay special, so it's a little bit dusty. Let's just inspect this together here though. Maybe if I knew I was gonna stream the build here though, maybe I wouldn't have picked a black case and a black motherboard. But yeah, so we'll just go ahead and just basically use the cardboard box here as a EMI safe little surface to build our computer. And here is the SPU. Oh, there we go. Here, I'll hold this away. Good old Ryzen 9 5900X. Oh, yes. Yep. Ryzen. That is how I roll, because while Intel does offer some things that would be really useful to me, QuickSync, for one, is really, really nice. Especially if you're a video editor or if you like to record things, QuickSync is very nice to have at your disposal. Okay, so there is a golden triangle right in this corner here, and that lines up with that little dot there, I do believe, and just drops into place mostly. Hold on. Yeah, I don't want to force it, but there's definitely a point of resistance here. All right, let's see. So you want, when you drop the CPU in, you want it to completely go flush, but it's, I don't know if you can actually see that or not, but it is not quite flush. It's flush on this side, but it is not doing quite what I want it to do, which is a little disconcerting. Oh, okay. I wiggled it, and it went in. We good. All right. Oh, crisis averted. Talk about drama, right, guys? Are the pins all straight? Yeah, they're straight. Oh, just a little bit of wiggling there, and now we can go ahead and drop the lever down. Oh, I blocked the camera. Here, let me try that again. Okay, drop the lever down. Wait. Yep. There we go. And I am the worst. I am the worst cameraman. I apologize. You are here for the drama. Now bring down the latch. That's right. Every time you get to build, always something, always. And I am tempting fate. I am absolutely tempting fate by doing this as a live stream too. I am not a Linus Tech Tips. Oh, I said lever. It's because it's Byakuaz. I like to play with my words sometimes. My pronunciations switch between the British, the Queen's English, and American English. Need a phone tripod too. I don't need one. Actually, I have one technically. Here, I'll show you. There, I sort of have that. This is a wireless charging station that I've got it set up on right now, and it can, has a pretty good view here. So, what do you want? What do you want? Should I leave that up or should I leave it off? Stream like this more often, Dylan? I would love to. Baku, we should stream like this more often. Go out there and make more RPG news, guys. That's what we need. Pro tip, don't drink over your partial build. I agree. Yeah, that's a really rookie move there. For for the RAM, for the memory, we've got ourselves a little bit of, I can't even see that far. Okay, yeah, anyways, it's Corsair. We got some Corsair LPX Vengeance RAM at 3600 megahertz, you know, to mesh well with the Infinity Fabric speed. I have currently, this is, by the way, 32 gigs of the stuff. My current PC already has 32 gigs of LPX DDR4 memory, but it's running at 3200 megahertz. And I have an Asus board that's not particularly great. Is this a server or a gaming rig? Yes. It is actually not a gaming rig. It is harder than a gaming rig, in my opinion. In a gaming rig, you just like throw whatever at the wall and see what sticks. But with a streaming rig and an editing rig, the things that you want and that you need just get way different. It's like, sure, it's great to have like a really fast processor, and of course it helps. I did not go with like the X3D though, because I wanted more cores because of my threaded workflow. I'm not going for maximum FPSs here. I'm really going for just I mean, there's definitely some overlap, but I really do just want good performance when it comes to gaming performance. Now, here's kind of the when it comes to recording things, and when it comes to streaming and recording. I don't know why that was so hard for my brain. Anyways, I don't have the manual for this. These guys don't flip out. I guess they've been doing that since like DDR4, I guess, implemented. But I'm assuming that the slots that we want here are going to be 1 and 3, or 0 and 2, depending on if you are a nerd or not. All right. RAM just clicks right into place. Been watching me for so long, so I can't get over the weight loss. Dude, I can't believe it either. Still doing keto. I have recently though started doing some lifting in addition to that. Don't ask me what I can bench yet. It ain't much. But I feel so much better. It's pretty dang wild. So anyways, one of the things that you have to take into consideration when you're building a streaming build, or a build that's going to have a whole lot of different cards in it, are things like PCI Express lanes, which for Ryzen, you're going to get more PCI Express lanes than you will with Intel, which was incredibly important to me because in addition to having a graphics card that's going to take up, 16 lanes, hopefully, maybe 8 lanes if I have to make some concessions. What are some good keto snacks? The Quest peanut butter cups. They're like Reese's peanut butter cups, but made with like dark chocolate. My God, they're really good. I don't know how actually keto they are, but I eat them anyway, and it hasn't made me fat again, so so I can't complain. They're super tasty, and honestly, the other day I went off meal plan for a while for Amy's birthday, and we had some Reese's, and it was not as good. It's really weird. 55 pounds down, Rowan. That's incredible, dude. Gonna need to make a bodybuilding channel. I don't think I'm gonna go that far. I'll leave that to David. David's got the special knowledge about this. Is this Biggie? It might be samples of Biggie. I don't know. This is Wizard of Loneliness, who remixed. So we're listening right now to a song called Blood Moon Struggle. It's on his album called Divine Beats. And it's really nice. He's got some good albums, actually. So we're gonna be listening to a few of his things here. Actually, this is an older album. Let me switch to one of his newer ones. Cause yeah, this is Resurrection Pool. He's actually got a couple really nice new albums that have just come out. Yeah, let's start with, we're gonna switch gears to his album called X. There we go. There we go. It did sound like Busy. I think that he samples from Biggie and other old school rappers too for some of his songs, or some of his tracks. All right, so putting this into a server rack does present some additional challenges, and one of those is that this is a 4U height chassis, which means that it has a very specific height that it has to adhere to. I have looked high and low on the internets to find out what the largest Noctua cooler is that would fit within this server, within this chassis, and it is this one. The Noctua NH-U12SSE-AM4. It really rolls off the tongue. You know, Be Quiet's like, yeah, Dark Rock Phantom, bro. And Noctua's like, yeah, well, we got this brown thing and it's got a serial number. So, I knew that airflow isn't going to be incredible. No, it's not the NH15. It is its own thing. So it's not the real baller. The NH15. Here you go. There, now you can see it. Also, again, I have links in the description to everything if you want to see it. But long story short, though, this is going to work in the server build, and that's really important to me because I really just need to get that computer off the top of my server rack in my basement. If you saw my room tour video the other day, did I consider an all-in-one? I did. I considered it, and there's good reasons to get an all-in-one. However, I think that air is a little more reliable. Air cooling, like especially because it's going to be in a server rack. You like the Noctua Brown? Me too. It's kind of classy, kind of retro, kind of old school. I love it. But anyways, yeah, it's all-in-ones are great and they're quiet, and that's really cool. But I think air is a little bit more, I don't know. It's just a little less scary to a boomer like me. Not often I can catch a live stream from England. Hey, good to see you. I am doing really well, Richard. Good to see you too. I hope you are doing well as well. So, yeah. Now I got some hardware here that I need to install on the motherboard. Okay, I don't want to knock this over somewhere. I'll just set that down over here somewhere that it will not get knocked over, probably. I may not be Linus Tech Tips, but I sure know how to drop stuff like him. All right. Of course, I would have to go and get the thing that requires a whole completely different mounting system. But it is forward compatible with AM5. So, you know, during my next upgrade in 5 years, if you're wondering what I'm upgrading from, by the way, it's a Ryzen 5 3600. Not the 3600X, but just 3600. Does it come with pre-applied thermal paste? I do believe that it does. Not. But it does come with its own tube that you can apply yourself. So I'll make sure to censor the screen when it comes time to actually apply the paste, so as to avoid all of the, you know, all of the, if people like Jay's 2 Cents and Linus Tech Tips, people like Linus Tech Tips, like Linus Sebastian, if they can't even build a computer without getting called out for how much or lack of thermal paste they use, I don't stand a snowball's chance in hell. Feel free to throw your corrections down in the comments below. Oh yeah, just pull up the old KY. Okay, now I'm gonna have to RTFM here for a second, because I have no idea what I'm doing. All right, dear customer, blah blah blah. Sincerely yours, Roland. Dude, that's a badass name. Okay. Removing the stock retention module, putting the backplate in place. First, remove your motherboard's stock CPU cooler retention module by unscrewing it from the backplane. The Secu Firm 2 mounting system will install directly to the stock backplate, so keep that in place. Oh, okay, so keep the backplate in place. So what I'll probably do is, instead of removing everything at once, I'll remove these 2 screws here, and then I'll apply the new thing that goes in its place. Then I'll remove this one, and that'll help keep the motherboard from like moving around. Don't know why, it feels like I don't review games as much as before. You know, I get that a lot, and it's not because, I mean, granted, it has been a while since I put out a review. Well, I mean, I reviewed a game earlier this week, but episodes of the game collection historically have been kind of like a once every 2 months sort of thing, even if you go way further back to like when I first started the channel. It's always been slow, because I beat every game before I review them, generally, except for experience points, but I beat that one anyway because, you know, because reasons. But yeah, it feels that way, I know, but it's because you used to be able to just binge watch all of my old reviews. Now you have to wait in real time. So it's kind of like when you finally catch up to an anime, right? Like, you go binge watch Boku no Hero Academia for, you have a few years of seasons to catch up on all at once, and then at the last minute, then you finally catch up and you're like, oh man, I have to wait for the new season? Oh. But it's a good problem to have, because it means that you're eagerly anticipating my reviews, and I really appreciate that. All right, so we shall remove... Oh, okay, so I don't need to remove these 2. I need to remove, like, these 2, because this mounting system goes crossways, opposite to these. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with that. Oh, sad. I don't have an LTT screwdriver. I feel like it's kind of illegal to build a computer today without an LTT screwdriver on YouTube. Hope your build wasn't $1 million bajillion. It wasn't. I am a thrifty bastard. Poop, bro. I promise you. It was... yeah. Because I think that... Yeah. Especially because I'm building with Ryzen 5000 series. You know, everything was pretty much half off already. So I'm just reaping the benefits of... Oh, is this gonna let me do that? I'm just reaping the benefits of the change. Oh, good, good, good. Okay, I can actually just go ahead and remove all screws at once, because the back plate actually pokes up from behind, so I don't have to worry about it kind of... See, I've still got these little screws I still got those little screw things in place, so I don't have to worry about the back plane shifting. That was a good idea. Good design choices. Greetings from Chile. Hey, Matthias. Welcome to the stream. Greetings to Chile. Hope you're doing well. As long as it can run 2D RPGs, I'll be good. You know, that's the funny thing, right? I go through all this effort to like capture and show like these really cool ass RPGs, but it's still the retro ones that are super cool, and people love them. And yeah, having modern RPGs to play is nice, but man, some of those old school ones are just better, you know? Well, maybe not all of them. I mean, some of them, a lot of them are better. All 3 PCs that you built in last year were Ryzen 5000 builds. Nice. You picked up Loop 8. Hey, Vyra, good to see you. Oh, and Rabose is here. Oh my gosh. I haven't been looking at the names. I've been reading chat, but oh man. Good to see you, Rabose. All right, so I've removed parts of the brackets that needed to get gone. Okay, if your motherboard does not include a stock backplate, contact Noctua. Oh, cool. So I guess if you didn't have a backplate, you could contact Noctua. What a stand-up company. Not sponsored, but they are super cool. Okay, attaching the mounting bars. Okay, there's 2 mounting bars according to the desired final orientation of the cooler. Okay, that's a really good thing to keep in mind. Okay, so final orientation of the motherboard when installed will be this way. Okay, so according to here, if I wanted to it doesn't actually tell you like the direction that the fan will face. Oh, okay, there it is. Actually, it does tell you, I think. Wait, no, that still doesn't tell you. Okay, for the longer bars, if they bow outward, it faces side to side. Okay, for the longer bars, it faces toward the bars. Okay. So for the longer bars, basically I need them to go like that and like that. But that's not how they go. Not doing a stream on Twitch today? No, not doing a stream on Twitch. Have you guys seen a little bit of the news that's going on with Twitch? They're being super weird lately. Pretty anti-creator, and I've been on a little bit of a hiatus from streaming on Twitch regardless, but it really makes me reluctant to come back. But optimal for that 5900X would be the lower mounting rather than fully centered. Lower mounting versus the... What? Oh, do they offer offset for Ryzen? That's a good question. It looks like it's pretty much straight up and down. Like pretty well centered, it looks like. Yeah, it went crazy and then they pulled back. But the writing's on the wall. I'm just gonna stream here on YouTube for a while. And besides, I've been playing Trails of Cold Steel off stream this week. I've actually taken the entire week off just to play more Cold Steel 3. Oh, you have CCD offset like 7000 series? Since when are they not anti-creator? Touche. It's a very good point. I wish I could rebuke that, but I mean, honestly, the main reason that I was over there in the first place is just because, especially at the time when I made the transition, the people who were on YouTube did not have interest in watching live streams. People would go to YouTube to watch pre-made content. They would go there to have you talk at them for 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And you had to be quick. You had to be, you couldn't waste their time. You had to be snap, snap, snap. Is Cold Steel 3 that good? I hope so. I'm still playing it. I don't know. I've only gotten to chapter 2 because I've been really slow about it. But yeah, now that I'm streaming here on YouTube and doing Hit Point, I was doing, truth be told, Hit Point was a bit of testing the waters to see how interested people would be in a live stream on YouTube again. And also last time, a long time ago, in a galaxy far away, Naboo was under an attack. And I find me and Qui-Gon Jinn could talk the Federation into maybe cutting them a little slack. I'm gonna move on from that for a second. But a long time ago, it actually used to hurt my YouTube channel to live stream on it. It used to be that like people would see that it was a live stream and they'd like, oh, I don't want to watch a live stream. And then, it would just do poorly. And then YouTube would be like, yeah, it looks like you're putting out videos nobody wants to see anymore. Shame if something happened to your YouTube channel there. So yeah, that was kind of how YouTube worked for live streams for a while. So that was the other reason that I decided that, other pastures may have been better. Let's see. If I keep on doing this. Okay. Here we go. Just start threading that one by hand and then this one by hand. And then we'll just tighten it up here in a second once we've got these 4 machine screws bolts in place. There we go. Hit Point is the show that is like my ex who promised to show up every Sunday. Oh dear. Every single Sunday. We broadcast live every single Sunday. Except for the ones we don't. I'm sorry, Flippy Dogs. I'm sorry. We'll try to do better. Actually, this time it was not because of like a scheduling conflict or anything. This time I'm calling out the gaming industry for it because it was their responsibility to give us something to talk about. And they put out 2 games worth talking about. Oh, I know, Fluffy. I know that. They're better with recommending live streams when they're live now. That really does also help. YouTube has been working on getting their act together. One of the things that I think still holds YouTube back, they've been talking about implementing, they're going to do it, they're not going to do it for a while, but that's gifted memberships, because, Twitch has those gifted subs, and that's really handy. Like, it's a really nice thing, and I think that a lot of people on Twitch really like doing that, and last I saw, YouTube does not have anything like that. But it's not. It's just one more thing that I think is going to make a lot of people in the transition from Twitch to other platforms, going to make them kind of reconsider. Because YouTube has like infinite money, Oh, do they? Oh, well, okay, never mind. Raids still kind of suck. They do exist also, but they kind of suck, because I don't know. Because YouTube is weird sometimes, man. But that's good to know, though. Okay. I need to apply some thermal paste Uh-oh. That's gonna be kind of scary to do that on the live stream. All right. All right. There's some more of our plastic. Okay. Got ourselves a tube of the Noctua NTH1 thermal paste. Oh man, but I also... Fluffy Dogs throwing out some gift subs. Thank you so much. God. I was gonna say, I also got this Thermaltake TG7. What do you guys think? What should I use? What should I go with? Huh? I got this. Oh, all right, psych myself up here. YouTube just really needs to focus more on streams. They are slowly doing it, but they are like Titanic turning. Yeah, that's true, Ribos. That is very much true. It is like steering a gigantic ship. Well, I really appreciate you testing that for me there, Fluffy. And everybody who's new to the memberships, by the way, welcome to the Super Friends. That is a thing that exists. You now have access to the Discord server. Well, I mean, everybody already has access to the Discord server. Did you know that I have a Discord server? I have a Discord server, and it's open for everybody. But because you have a new membership here, Baku, thank you so much. But since you are now in the Super Friends, you also get early access to episodes of the game collection, discounts on merchandise, access to the supporter section in the Discord server, and other cool things I try to do to make it worth your while. So thank you so much. Good to have you here, guys. All right. Let me see. Is there anything else I really need to do before I dive into this? Did the 5900X have any of those weird, did it have any of those weird application patterns recommended by Wendell at Level 1 Text, like the X or anything like that? I know that if I had the mat from Gamers Nexus, that would tell me what I need to do. Here, I'll look it up though. There. The 5900X thermal paste application pattern. Let's look at images. Is it the one with the X and the dots? Or is it... Why is Golden Sun on the clock? That's a good question. What cooler is it? It is a Noctua NH-U12S second edition AM4. P-size drop and X Derek's creation work. Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. Yeah, well, you know what? I really don't think that it's gonna matter a whole hell of a lot to me, to be totally honest. So don't tell anybody this, but I think I'm just gonna do the P-size dot and call it good. Because I'm not actually overclocking, and it'll probably be fine. Wait. Hang on. I got an idea. Can I do this? If I go here. Ooh, look at that. I get to be sneaky. Very sneaky. Oh geez. All right. Oh man. Triforce pattern superiority. Oh geez. All right. All right. Now, let's see. Yeah, auto moderator might do stuff. I don't know. I have it set to sort of strict because I only have the ability to sort of be... Oh, I only have the option to be sort of paying attention to chat, and I wasn't sure how many people would be here as far as moderation goes. So just to be on the safe side, I had YouTube be a little bit persnickety. Hope you don't mind. All right. There we go. Just a little placement like so. All right. Okay, and then we'll drop that down over here. There. We are family friendly. Oh, we are friendly to even the Addams family. We are so gosh darn diddly friendly over here. I tell ya. Oh yeah, bud. I tell you what. Oh yeah, I could be, if I use the ratchet effect, I could be like, oh yeah, look, it's like a LTT. It's nothing like the LTT screwdriver. But I think. Oh, that's still got a little bit of give left to go. All right. Is this like TLC or Destiny's Child? Couldn't tell ya. Kind of sounds like it though, doesn't it? But what we are listening to is from the album called X. It is a Final Fantasy X tribute album made by Wizard of Loneliness and contributors, I do believe. And I think it sounds really good. Oh, all right. Oh, I can turn this back on now. There we go. And through the magic of turning off my camera, it is all done already. Isn't that incredible? Okay, we'll connect our CPU fan header here. Yep, right there. What's the... Okay, so this pushes through, so I want it on this side, which works nicely. The LTT screwdriver arrived after the build. Oh, so it screwed you? Oh, man. That's the worst. Haven't seen me for a few years now. Look a ton healthier than before. Well, thank you so much, Brian. And it's good to see you again. Oh, geez. Oh, dear. Okay, let me see if that is that connected? Not quite proper. All right, gotta reapply the fan with these clips. It's a little bit of a... There we go. Make sure that it's actually... Oh, nope, that wasn't even in place correctly either. Man, I'm just doing all the wrong things. If this works, it'll be a miracle. Oh, look at that. It's terrible. Well, thanks. Thank you so much, Altercell. To be totally forthcoming about it, I did not go to the gym when I was in my weight loss phase. Instead, it was 100% change in what I was eating. And keto worked really well for me. It might not work for you, but it felt like the only weight loss plan that actually like left me feeling full. And then once I stopped losing weight, once I no longer felt like super jiggly, I felt way more confident and comfortable working out. And like hitting the treadmill is so much more comfortable when you don't have all that extra weight on your joints. I would actually discourage, if anybody's like got a lot of weight to lose, I would discourage you from going to the gym because it's just gonna hurt. And you're not really going to, you're not gonna make a lot of progress without changing the diet first. So, question is from Floppy Dogs, is are the fan blades backwards. So these fan blades rotate this way, and they push air currently. I don't know if you can see it, but it pushes air out this way to the back of the case. So this should be the correct orientation. But yeah, honestly, if weight loss required me to work out, I would still be 260 pounds. Because, yeah. Now, I do think I want to switch the orientation of this fan a little bit, because I just hate how that was sticking out all over the place. But there's not a super great orientation here. There we go. Ah, well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate it, man. Hey, Dingus. Good to see you. There we go. Okay, so yeah, so there. I think that looks a little bit better, and I can just tuck the thing here and here. The logo shows which way the fan will blow. Yep, it shows this, and then the orientation points this way, so it's going to blow through. Yeah, it's going to blow through the cooler out over here into some other fans that are going to be over in this area right here. So, oh wait, no, actually the fans will be right here, exhausting. So this is going to be a really good. This is going to be a really good orientation for it. But yeah, it is weird because I think I'm usually used to seeing fans that suck air instead of fans that blow or push air. But yeah. Hey, Snapple! Good to see you, Ryan. Hope you're doing well. All my good friends are showing up today. Oh man. All right. So let's see. I think that's all of the main components. I've got an M.2 drive that I will eventually install here. But you guessed it, it's currently in use on the computer that I'm streaming from. So yeah, that's gonna be one of those things that I'll have to worry about later. Let me make sure I didn't just get lucky though and end up with a oh, I don't even have the appropriate screwdriver to open the M.2 thing anyway, but nope. There's no, it's a second-hand motherboard. I was kind of hoping there might be an M.2 in there. There is not. But it does still have the thermal paste applied to the underside here of that heatsink, which is pretty cool. So the motherboard was not very heavily utilized, at least. So you've been lurking on your streams. Oh, thank you. That's always nice to see, man. Okay, so I think that's all of the main components of the board. Oh yeah, and then I also have a second M.2 drive here, but I think that installing a second M.2 will probably lock off access to some of these. Also worth noting is that these are electrically 4x slots. These are not connected at a full 16x width, but for a card like this one, this is my stand-in for one of my capture cards, the one that I'm using right now. But yeah, electrically though, should be perfect. I don't really think that too many people use 8x PCI Express cards in their consumer builds. Ooh, I even get yeah, I even have a spot to connect my PCI Express, no, not PCI Express, USB Type-C 3.1 connection. That's neat. If I had a connection to the front of the board, that would be nice, to the front of the case. Okay. Well, I think that's enough dallying around. We can now start putting this thing into the actual server chassis. right, and we'll just pick it up, set that aside, drop the box, and check the box again to see if this included a back plate. Oh, good, good, good. It did, I think. Oh, man. I was close. It was a tricky one. All right, there we go. A couple SATA cables in here. Yeah, there we go. Driver CD, in case you ever want to install your out-of-date drivers. Hey Alvaro, welcome to the stream, dude. Good to see you. Okay, let's move these power cords out of the way. And these power cords, and these SATA cords, and these SATA cords. USB, front panel I/O. All right, more of that. Getting that out of the way. And I never really understood, what should I do with this, guys? Do you know? This is a thermal probe, if you don't know what I'm talking about. This is, well, it's in a server chassis that's gonna be in the basement. I'm not gonna be looking at the temps anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I never really understood where I was supposed to put those. Like, I just kind of like threw it under the motherboard, because I assume that's kind of like, okay. It's supposed to be for my CPU, though. It's like, I'm not gonna stick it on the CPU. Where does it go? Anyway, I need to install my back plate. Here we go. All right, that is that orientation. So just pop that in place. All right. And then, you can use the probes wherever you wish. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that, Fluffy. Good luck with the build. Have a good night. You too, Sig. Thanks for dropping by, man. All right. So let's drop that on in here. Like so. Okay. Line up the yeah, that is lined up all right. So I need to get myself some motherboard standoff screws because I've got one left. Hey, lazy guy, good to see ya. All right, let's put that one right there. That looks like a good sturdy standoff point. Yeah, one screw to hold them all. Okay. Now, here's the one of the real big tests that I was kind of winging it here. I need to see if the case will actually close here with that cooler in place, because it is. It's touching, but there's enough flexibility in the case that it's okay. Does the motherboard have extras? Let me check. But it did not look like it. No. You could always leave it open. It is going into a server rack mount case, a server rack, if you will, and even if you won't. Yeah, so that's cool. There's some extra grommets and stuff. Toss that aside for now. All right, so let's go ahead and install a few temporary stand-ins for the components that we'll be using eventually. Graphics card will eventually be... Hey, Pop Duono! Good to see you, man. It will eventually be an RTX 2070 Super, but for now, this is my GTX 980 Ti. So I'll just put that right there. It's the same blower style cooler. We have just enough clearance. Planning on utilizing video storage locally or via NAS? Via NAS. I have a true NAS core server set up with 6 1 terabyte SATA SSDs that are in ZFS RAID Z1. Yeah, so I have one parity disk, and I connect to it over a 10 gig Ethernet. Well, 10 gig, not Ethernet, a 10 gig fiber connection over, it's a Mellanox Connect X3 SFP Plus. Your 4090 wouldn't fit in this case. Yeah, if you wanted to put your 4090 in here, you'd probably have to take out the hard drive cage in here. It is removable, but I don't really need it. I don't need it to be removed. Oh, wow. Look at that clearance. Look at this clearance right here. So, yeah, it's got 4 PCI Express slots here that will accept 16x slots, but it's only got, like I said, they're only 4x connected electrically. So I believe that my Super is also a blower style, so it should be fine for me to put another card right here. But should I? Well, okay, I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, so I'm actually installing this Elgato 4K 60 Pro Mark II. It is the capture card that I used to use, but I actually found a better one. It's about as expensive as a really good graphics card, but just what I expected from an IT pro. There's no kill like overkill, right? That's right, Fluppy Dogs. I do my own tech support. So then, anyways, there's a Black Magic Design card that does 4 4K captures simultaneously, and I'm currently using it to do 2 1080p captures. But prior to this, I had like 4 capture cards set up on my previous computer, and it was such an incredible pain because none of the capture cards actually fully utilized all of the PCI Express lanes that were available to them. It was just atrocious. Hey, awesome, you were gifted a membership? Let's go! Hey, Steven, awesome. Welcome to the Super Friends, and thank you so much for the chat there. Very much appreciated. And then, okay, this is gonna be a stand-in for my Mellanox Connect X3 10 gig network card. So what this actually is another piece of premium equipment from, God, what were they called? God, this capture card is actually pretty legit because it came with a breakout board that it was also rack mountable, that would give you all kinds of inputs, like BNC connection inputs if you wanted to do like RGB input straight from your consoles or something. Aja, AJA. I don't know how you pronounce it, but they're a pretty serious company for sure. Anyways, so this 980 Ti that's in here, that's going to be replaced with the 2070 Super. And the reason I went with the 2070 Super specifically was for the 8 gigs of VRAM that it has with it. Price, that's actually probably primary. Price, then the 8 gigs of VRAM, then the newest version of the NVENC encoder that's built into the GPU dies, that gives a higher quality recording and encode overall for streaming and everything. Makes a huge difference. So that was just kind of tangentially related to, I think we were talking earlier about how building an editing rig or a recording rig is different from a gaming one. This has nothing to do with the FPS, because here's the other fun fact. As a YouTuber, I get people trying to scam me all day long, every day, all day, every day. It's basically like people were doing to LTT. You know how David Vink's channel got hacked not all that long ago? Same stuff. People sending files here and there, sponsorship opportunities. It's only a matter of time before somebody tries to get me to play their video game, right? And it's going to be a Trojan and going to try and hack my YouTube channel. That's why I don't play on my editing rig. And that's why I run all of my emails in a virtual machine. Just for a little added security. But anyways, so the old computer that is currently streaming this stream right now is going to be my new gaming rig, and it's going to have the GTX 980 Ti in it for if and when it is time to play video games on PC again. But I think it's going to be a while, because I think the last game that I actually played and wanted to play on PC were the Trails series. And now all the new ones are coming out on console, all the ones that I want. PS4, PS5, so... but I don't know. I'm sure there will be other games where surely at some point there will be other RPGs where the best experience for them will be on PC. Surely, right? Also, you just got promoted to Tier 2 tech at your job today. Oh, congratulations, dude! Here's something I can contribute to your channel. Oh, thank you very much, man. I'm just so happy for you, dude. That is awesome. That's a huge upgrade, dude, so to speak. Well done, sir. I'm hoping, it sounds like, okay, there has been discussion that I might be getting a promotion at work as well, but it's on the DL. It's all contingent upon a few things, and it doesn't get to happen until the official performance reviews happen here in another month or so. Fingers crossed. That could be really great. But yeah, well done, dude. Yeah, if short for Titan, it's short for titanium, actually, is what I heard. But yeah, that's what I've heard. Because I don't think it's a Titan card. No, Titan is its own, like, very special designation, right? God. Oh my God. There's so many cables in here. This is absolutely unhinged and unruly. All right. So there's this. I guess that's about... Okay, there's a few things left that I wanted to install. I have power that I still need to connect to the fans and everything. But I think that for now, I'm gonna just tuck everything inside here for now. I'm gonna probably spend a day cable managing this thing and pulling parts from the currently operating computer. So, and switching out the power supply for the modular power supply. So I think what I want to do now, because point is I'm gonna have to like redo a lot of stuff if I start plugging in power cables here right now. And I I kind of don't want to have to rework. But what I will do now though is put the case back on, and I got some brand new server rails that I want to install on the chassis as well. Ugh. There we go. Got her all buttoned up there. Yep. So there's all that. You would, I mean, I thought when I first bought this server chassis that it would have come with rails. It does not. Aren't the TI cards generally 10 to 15% better than their non-TIs? Yes, I do believe that's correct. Man, NVIDIA went and made all of their naming conventions so weird. It used to be like, it used to be TI, and that was fine. But then they started doing the super line. It's like, YouTube bot deleted your messages? That's weird. I can see them at least, Rubos. Ow! Oh, that just fell on my foot. Yep. So these are nice, heavy rails of cold steel that are very, very useful for helping you get your computer in and out of the server rack and being able to roll it in and out, and instead of having to like grab it and yank and carry the thing off of. For the longest time, I've been using a couple of like little shelving brackets, little like L-shaped shelving brackets that just kind of hold it up and scrapes the bottom of the server. So yeah, this is going to be a nice upgrade. Gotta wear steel-toed boots when building PCs nowadays. That's right, man. You got it. Derek drop tips. Finally I can be the meme. What I've been waiting my whole life for. All right. So I've been waiting to buy these rails for, oh man, for like years now. Okay, hang on here. Okay, there. The Final Fantasy X album finished up. So now we're listening to Wizard of Loneliness's tracks called Persona. It is a, you guessed it, Persona tribute album and remix. I've been listening to this a lot lately because I recently got it on vinyl. Rails of Cold Steel 2. Derek versus the shelving racks. That's right. Alright. What are these? Okay, these appear to be mounting brackets that go on the server rack itself. So I don't need to worry about those. Okay. What I do need to do is... Oh, they're greasy. Oh, no. There we go. Gotta pull the rail out of there and the inner rail from here. By the way, is there a tiny bit of echo on the music? Probably. There's probably a little bit because I also have it going through my stereo. Like, is it doubled up going to you? It's possible. Unfortunately, if it is, I don't really have a way of fixing it for now. Because that would mean diving into a bunch of settings for a while. Okay, please tell me this came with hardware. If it doesn't, I will be screwed. Oh, there it is. Did it only just start happening? Or has it been that way for a while? Hmm. I don't know. Am I hyped for the Xbox showcase? Let's go! No, I'm not really hyped for the Xbox showcase. Y'all know me. I'm a JRPG guy. And okay, tell you what. If Xbox has JRPGs, I will be hyped. I promise. They shall be hyped. Alright. But if other Xbox showcases are anything to go by, I'm not holding my breath. You know, they have been getting some games. They got Loop 8. As I was told in the comments section of my Loop 8 review when I omitted that moment. The one person who was interested in Loop 8 and had an Xbox Series X was very disappointed in me. I may never live it down, but that's okay. Starfield. Ooh, I wonder if we'll find out the rest of the title of the Elder Scrolls 6. Oh man. A lot of games on Game Pass. Yeah. And I think that if I wasn't such a serial monogamist when it comes to the consoles that I play, which is to say, I play one game for a long time. Like, for a few months at a time. I play one system for a few months at a time. If I wasn't that way, some of these subscription services might be a little bit more enticing to me. But they really just don't make a whole lot of sense for the way that I play games. But I understand that I'm very much in the minority on that side of things. But in the meantime, I just okay. I just play them as I go. Okay, what do I need to do now? Okay, so the way this works. Okay, so that would go. All right, I got to do some mental world modeling here to figure out. Okay, I think that. Okay, yeah. So that goes like this. All right, which means that this would go like that. I think. Okay. Unless it was this side. Let me check this side. Is this side more correct? Okay. Yes, this side is more correct. All right, so pull that out. Okay. So this goes here. Okay. Here. I think this camera might actually give you more view of what I'm doing. Maybe. Okay. It's a little bit of a tight working space here, but now I need to take a bolt and I think it goes there. All right, you cannot see what I'm doing still. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. Here, I'll do another one over in front. Not doing Twitch anymore. Hey, Retro Brew, it's not that I'm not doing Twitch anymore intentionally, but I am on hiatus from it for the time being. And mostly so I can play games off stream a little bit here and there. I was thinking about, I don't know. It's not that I'm not doing Twitch anymore intentionally. Well, I mean, I kind of want to not be on Twitch anymore now out of spite for the way Twitch was treating its creators, but I can't pretend that I foresaw their latest shenanigans and preemptively decided to go on hiatus or anything like that. But there we go. There's the other. But yeah, I'm just taking a little bit of a break from Twitch. I do want to come back at some point, but I've also just been focusing on other things during this summer. Oh, you quit your job this week. Congratulations. Stick it to the man, eh? You know? That's sometimes what you gotta do. Oh, that's sometimes what you gotta do. I have found that the adage that I was taught that I think holds very true to this day, never sacrifice yourself for the company that you work for, because they will not return that favor. Okay. All right. I think that's good. Oh wow, I just found an extra screw inside the server chassis. Let's see if I can retrieve that. Ugh. Man, if only I had a magnet tip screwdriver from like lttstore.com or something. Unfortunately, all I have are Hype Responsibly shirts from shop.superdarkrpgs.com. About to have an interview for a position that pays a 15% increase. Awesome, dude. That's how you do it. in the meantime, delivering food. Yeah. Oh, that's how it's done, man. That's honestly, that's how you get your biggest pay raises. Oh, hey, Khansad, thank you so much. Very much appreciated, man. Hopefully I won't require a whole lot of luck, but you never know. I will accept your tidings of good luck. All right. All right, now this one, you definitely cannot really see anything. So I'll just turn this camera back off, because I'm pretty sure it's absolutely killing my phone battery. But that's fine. I bought 100% of the battery, and I'm gonna use every percent of the battery. Been trying to replace a hard drive in an original Xbox? What a headache. Ooh. Yeah, the original Xbox, well, that was mostly a PC, right? But then you have to get like the adapter if you don't have an original like PATA or IDE style drive, right? All right, let's see. What would you say is the worst part about making YouTube videos? The worst part? Oh, you know, there's a lot of worst parts about having a YouTube channel. But the worst parts about making videos themselves, yeah, I'd say unless you are just a glutton for editing, and I'm not, that's the one that kind of sucks a lot to me, I think. Finally playing Kodelka. Oh, dude, enjoy. It's a short one, but it is a goodie. Oh, it's serialized to the motherboard, and the only images you can find pop the clock error. Have you tried checking archive.org? Let's see. I think that might be everything. Maybe. All right, here, I'll just go ahead and apply these rails here. Ooh, that was a satisfying click into place. Where's the other rail? Ah. All right. That's where you got one of them? Oh. Wrong tankard. There we go. Well, I suppose that's almost everything. I have a couple of these case badges that I could apply to the server if I wanted to, the Noctua and the MSI, these guys. And I think these are pretty cool looking. I might apply them. Especially this Noctua one. It's actually like cast metal, but it's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Well, all right. So I think that the rest of these are just for the cage nuts and stuff, so that's gonna be fun. I think. Probably not. That's gonna be actually the worst part of this whole case build. This was all the fun part. The hard part is gonna be actually putting in the server rails and then finagling this thing into place. That's the technical term, finagling. All right. So, at this point, have I played all the Kingdom Hearts? I've not played the DLC for Kingdom Hearts 3, but otherwise, yeah, I played and reviewed them all. So, yeah, if you're wanting to know my thoughts on those, go check them out. But, you miss your, the video intros where I like go and grab the game off the shelf and stuff. I think I did that recently for my most recent, for my review of Trails of Cold Steel 3, or 1. Still working on my review of Cold Steel 2. But yeah, I think that's everything. Oh, there's my keyboard. All right, guys. Well, I've done as much as I possibly can for now for this build. So what I need to do next is go downstairs, turn off the computer that is currently running this stream, yank a bunch of parts to put into this server, and yeah. Oh my gosh, you're right, Juan. Maybe I should wait until no. I'll have the computer rebuilt in time for Hit Point. But yeah, I think this next episode of Hit Point's going to be a lot of fun. Am I waiting for Kingdom Hearts 4 after 10 years? Has it been? It has not been 10 years, has it? No way. Has it? Kingdom Hearts... No. Kingdom Hearts 3, that's gotta be 2015, right? That's been... Oh my god, it will probably be about 10 years, won't it? By the time it actually comes out. Have I played the new Star Ocean? Yes, I played it and I did a video talking about my first impressions of it. And yeah. Am I looking forward to Final Fantasy 16? I don't know. I've kind of been keeping myself under a little bit of a rock as it relates to Final Fantasy 16. I think it will probably be, I'm guessing it's going to be awesome. Honestly, I have, for better or worse, I've got a lot of faith in Yoshi P, if only because of all of the faith that his fans have put into him. Maybe that is a failure of my duty to exercise responsible levels of hyping, but I'm cautiously optimistic that it'll be fun. Will it be a Final Fantasy game in my eyes? I think I'm kind of beyond that level of hope, though. I kind of feel like Square Enix at this point is on beyond hope for me at this point, as it relates at least to making Final Fantasy games. Can you save my super chats for the next Hit Point? It may be interesting for that crowd. Oh, maybe. Have I been ignoring super chats? I sure hope I haven't been. Have I been? All right, let me take a look real quick, because I have not been meaning to ignore super chats. I've just been very heads down, I guess. Viewer activator. Okay. Oh, I see. Yep, I've been ignoring them. My bad. All right. Let me go through some of these, and maybe we could go through them again on Hit Point 2. But okay, Kibble Management Fund initiated, gifted 10. Fluffy dogs, what the crap, man? I did not see that. Thank you for those 10 gifted memberships. Holy cow. Okay. I've not been paying nearly enough attention. It has been drawn to my attention here. Okay, there's the okay, can we revisit the recommendations for the retro? Okay, yeah. Let's see. What was that question here? Because I need to expand this off to the side a little further. Because YouTube's viewer is a little bit weird for looking at these. For retro video games on modern TVs, monitors without emulation. Okay, but I don't recall the other one. Okay, so there was the RetroTink 5X. There is the OSSC. That is also really good. And those take signals, low resolution signals, and it multiplies them by retaining their square pixels or their hard edges. It is basically a line multiplier, or a doubler or a quadrupler or quintupler, as the case may be. And basically it just gives you pure upscaled goodness with no lag. It's great. Both of them, the OSSC and the RetroTink 5X. I think one of the other things that I had also mentioned was the Mister project, but the Mister project is also kind of different because it is emulation, but it is hardware-based emulation, which is really interesting because, like, instead of trying to just basically make the inputs match a certain number of outputs in the software side of things, like, it is actually creating virtual CPUs, GPUs, virtual memory within a piece of hardware on the fly. And it's pretty wild, the level of accuracy that it can get. And it is basically a replacement for consoles in general. But it's only good up to like PlayStation 1 at this point. So yeah, the Mister project is one that I'm definitely looking forward to getting into myself. But what I use for myself for just enjoying games is the RetroTink 5X. It's very plug and play. Like you hook up consoles to it and it just works. The OSSC is awesome if you're looking to save a bit, because I think that they're like less than $200 depending on where you get them. And they have a ton of flexibility, but with that comes a lot of like initial setup, which can be a lot for a lot of people. So if you're not really looking to pick up a new hobby in addition to retro gaming, that hobby being tinkering around with your with your OSSC, the RetroTink 5X is probably worth the upgrade. So that is a hell of a great background. Oh yeah, that's my actual room. Yep, that's. Oh yeah, somebody asked me why Golden Sun was up here. I put it up there when I recorded a few episodes of the game collection all at once. I do this sometimes, where I do a batch recording of game collection episodes, and then I go, like when I'm done talking about Golden Sun, maybe I'll start talking about another game, and I'll just be like, well, what do I do? Oh, I don't know. I'll throw that up there as an Easter egg. For a while, Earthbound was up there. When Kuro Itakai first gifted me a box for Earthbound. God, can't believe that guy. And I have another video coming out this week of an unboxing where I also get something wild from a viewer, from Lexcanium. Anyways, when I first got that from Kuro Itakai, that was up there for a long while too. So, one thing the Mister does really well is arcade games. Yes, it's like zero latency, right? Not as expensive as MAME, but yeah, that too. And it also does like the BBC Micros or whatever, the older computers. It's really awesome. But that's the thing, is like I personally, I like arcades. I like going to arcades, and I like, pumping coins into arcade machines and losing them. But as far as like playing games for like fun and like on hours on end, it's RPGs, obviously. That's basically all I do. But yeah, I think this was a lot of fun, everybody. I should find more excuses to come and just do these casual streams. I don't even know how many people we got in here, but it's fine. It's probably a couple. But I think it is probably about time that we wrap this one up. So yeah, thank you all. And I cannot wait for Hit Point on Sunday. Because we, believe it or not, we do stream live every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Except for on the days that we don't. Have a good night, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next one.